Hey everybody, Commander Kirby, your international man of leisure, coming to you from Japan, and today's going to be a special adventure. I'm going to drive from Iwakuni down to a town called Beppu. Beppu has the distinction of being the onsen capital of Japan. That's right, going to the place with over 3,000 hot springs, but there are 7 in particular that I'm going to pay attention to when I get there. So I'm going to load up on some snacks here and sundries for the long 3.5-hour drive down there. And then we're going to hit the road. I'll catch you on the way. Beppu is a city in Oita Prefecture on the island of Kyushu, Japan, and is situated at the west end of Beppu Bay around the east central prefecture. To the north, west, and east of the city there are mountains or highlands with elevations of several hundreds of feet above sea level, and most of those mountains are fourth period volcanoes. It is because of these volcanoes that Beppu is known for its abundant hot springs, or onsens in Japanese, and is touted as Japan's onsen capital, drawing tourists for hundreds of years. In fact, Beppu is widely regarded as Japan's most well-known hot springs tourist destination. While there are over 3,000 of these onsens in Beppu, it is the 7 in particular that are known as the 7 Hells of Beppu. Now, the Hells of Beppu are 7 spectacular onsens, but these are for viewing rather than bathing, displaying steaming ponds of various colors, bubbling mud pools, and other hydrothermal activity. 5 of them are located in the Kanagawa district. This is known as the Red Hell area, and the other 2 are within the Shibaseki district, and those are the Blue Hells. Now, you can walk to them as they're only about 30 minutes apart, with the Red Hell district being about a 30-minute walk from the Kanagawa station. Now, you can also sign up for a tour, which is about 2.5 hours long, and it includes both admission fee to the onsens, as well as bus transportation between them. Now, I decided to just get the admission to the Hells on my own and go see them. Now, why I decided to start downhill and walk upward was only the second mistake that I made that day, the first being going to a place called the 7 Hells during summer. Now, as you can guess, with Japan's notoriously hot summers, going to a place on the ocean with all of those onsens spitting out lots and lots of steam, there was just a little bit of humidity in the air, and that led for a very hot, muggy day. Now, the first one that I visited was Shiraike Jijoku, or the White Pond Hell. Now, as you can see, the name is a bit of a misnomer, as on the day I went, the water was a bit of a milky green, and normally it's more of a milky blue than a pure white, but it's still breathtakingly beautiful. The onsen itself is surrounded by a picturesque garden, and when the flowers are blooming, there's a bunch of pink flowers that go around it. There's also several small gardens as you're walking through the shrine area. The onsen also boasts a small aquarium, and in that aquarium you'll find examples of fish that you can find from the local sea just off the coast. 3, 2, 1. Next up was Oniyama Jingoku, or Devil Mountain Hell. Now, one of the interesting things about this onsen is that the steam coming off is so powerful that it is on par with an actual steam locomotive. Now that's right, this onsen could theoretically pull train cars. And the steam is also so prevalent that it can even be difficult to see this onsen on some days. Now, another random fact is that the onsen is home to crocodiles. Introduced to the onsen in 1924, the year-round warm water creates perfect habitat for the crocs to call home. So not only do you need to be careful not to get burned by the hot water of the onsen, you need to be mindful of the crocs so you don't get bit. Now, you should be safe as long as you stay behind the gates. And if you want to see something really special, make sure you check the feeding schedule, because you can actually go and watch as the crocs are being fed. Now, this normally takes place on Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. So again, check the schedule for your chance to see the crocs being fed. All right, now when I was telling y'all that these onsen are right on top of each other, so there's the crocodile that I just left. And literally across the street from it, Komodo Jigoku. So let us head in and take a look. Komodo Jigoku, or the cooking pot hell, features multiple hot springs as well as a large demon statue. Now this onsen discharges the largest amount of spring water, not just in Beppu, but in all of Japan. It got its name from the ancient myth that says the locals used the onsen steam to cook the rice they offered to Ujigami, or the guardian god, for the Komodo Hachimangu festival. While here, enjoy a nice drink from the hot springs water. Inhale the curative properties of the hot spring steam. Soak your feet in a refreshing foot bath, and also, if you're feeling really adventurous, try some of the various snacks that have been cooked or steamed by the hot spring. Next up was Onoshibozu Jigoku, or Shaven Head Hell. This onsen is different in that it is several pools of gray clay mud instead of a large pool of water. Now, as the clay heats up, it forms large bubbles that apparently look like the shaven heads of monks, and that's where the onsen got its names. Now, there is also a section of lava rocks on display here in the onsen. And if you want, there is a public bath that is adjacent to the onsen with multiple pools for you to soak and relax in. Now, the last of the red hells that I went to that day was Umijigoku, or Sea Hell. Now, in there are spacious gardens and a greenhouse with beautiful plants growing for you to look at and enjoy. There's also a large clearwater pond filled with lotus flowers whose large leaves are strong enough to hold children afloat. Now, unfortunately, before I could go and see the beautiful big blue pool that the onsen is most known for, I started feeling ill. And at first, I thought maybe I was overheating, so I decided I'd head back to my hotel room. Well, I was wrong. It was actually something a little bit worse, so I had to cut my trip short and return to Iwakuni, and I went to the local clinic. And it was a good thing, because I had apparently contracted an infection in my right leg that almost saw me in the hospital, but did see me laid up for a couple of weeks. So that's why I haven't put out as many videos as I would like, so I'm in the work of trying to catch up, so hopefully I'll get some more videos up here soon. Now, I am still going to do the obligatory expat house tour once I hit 100 subscribers. And I still have the Gundam giveaways going on for when we hit 500 and 1,000 subscribers respectively. So please be sure to like, share, and subscribe, as well as drop a comment below in the comment section to feed the algorithm. And folks, I will see you all in the next video.